If I had a $500 budget to run a podcast guesting campaign, this is exactly how I'd spend it. Most people assume you need to spend big money on an agency to get results, but that is just not true. You can get booked on multiple, highly relevant shows and reach thousands of listeners all on your own. So to make the biggest impact, I would focus on 4 key areas: finding the right podcasts, ensuring great audio quality, looking professional on video podcasts, and repurposing for social media. Here's the exact spending breakdown. First on my spreadsheet is a 3-month subscription for Rephonic, which is the largest chunk of my budget at $297. Because finding the right podcast to appear on is the single most important part of the process. Rephonic gives me direct access to data for over 2.5 million shows. I just type in a topic, apply to filters based on audience size, demographics, engagement. I check out the results and add each show that's a good fit to a list. Then when I'm ready to pitch them, I just can get their contact information in a couple of clicks. Okay, so next on my list is a USB microphone. More specifically, the Samson Q2U USB microphone at around $70. Some podcasts might allow their guests to use their built-in microphone, but the sound quality will be a lot lower and can ruin the experience for listeners. The Samson Q2U USB mic is one of the best affordable microphones for podcast guests. All right, next up, headphones. If it's an audio-only podcast, pick closed back wired headphones so nothing leaks. And I'd go for the Audio-Technica ATH M20X headphones that cost around $50. For video podcasts, bulky headphones might kind of clash with my interview style, so discrete AirPods or something similar are fine. If I didn't use headphones, my mic would pick up the sound from my speakers and create this feedback loop, which is just super unpleasant to listen to. Next up is lighting. And given my total budget, I wouldn't spend more than like $25 on this. Basically, I just want something that will illuminate my face and give a bright, professional look. Then I have a budget of $20 for a mini tripod. I'd try to get permission from the podcast host to make my own separate recording on my phone, and then I would turn that into snippets for social media. Of course, I'll be looking at my laptop webcam when giving the interview, so the phone recording will give more of that kind of classic side-on podcasting look. Finally on my list is a 3-month Descript subscription. On the cheapest plan, it's about $12 a month, so $36 in total. Once I've recorded an interview, to really get the most out of it, I'd want to repurpose it for social media to drive more listeners to the episode. Repurposing it also means that I won't have to spend hours thinking of brand new content to create for socials. With Descript, I just upload the recording and it automatically transcribes it. This just makes it so easy to select and export snippets in the perfect format for Instagram Reels and just all the other platforms that I'm on. Oh, and I should mention that I wouldn't get this subscription right away, as there's usually quite a bit of time between pitching a show and recording it. So I'm gonna get my Rephonic subscription first and start booking in my interviews. Then once I start recording my interviews, then I'd go back and I'd start looking on Descript. All right, so that brings my total spend to $498. If you'd spend the budget differently, let me know in the comments, and make sure you check out the article in the description for a written breakdown of my spend. Catch you next time.